everybody, it is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is a pick a card reading, and it is called a Pick a Bride. And what I'm going to have you guys do is focus in on the thumbnail that you're seeing in front of you and take a deep breath, look at the images and what is calling your name today. Is it the Skeleton Bride for pile number 1? Is it the Zombie Bride for pile number 2? Or is it the Punk Rock Bride for pile number 3? Okay, hope everyone is doing well. Take a moment to focus on the image, what is calling you, and you can go directly to the description box below to choose your pile. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and begin with pile number 1. And you can watch more than one pile as well if you're feeling called to multiple piles. So let us begin. Okay. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the Skeleton Bride, and today's reading is called The Effect That You Have on Them. So let's find out the effect that you're having on the person that you came here for, and what you make them feel. Pile number 1, the effect you have on them. Let's go ahead and find out for pile number 1, please. What is the effect that this person is having on, or what effect is this person? I keep wanting to ask what effect they're having on you, pile number 1, but we want to ask what effect are you having on them, okay? What effect is pile number 1 having on this person? All right. Ooh, the 3 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. That is nice. And, you know, the 3 of Cups is an energy that flows. And the 3 of Cups is also very creative as well. And in astrology, it's associated with Mercury and Cancer, which is about those vulnerable emotions that we share with one another when we're feeling in the right mood, okay? So let's see, pile number 1. So far, so good with the 3 of Cups. We've got the Strength card. Ooh, too cool. I like that. We've got the 2 of Pentacles. And we've got the 8 of Cups. Okay, I'm gonna get all the cards out and then we'll talk about, I knew it. It says quirky, baby, be my lady. Okay, this very quirky kind of I can't figure you out type of energy. Okay, with the Strength card, very confident, very sure of yourself, very expressive, many different sides to you, I feel like, pile number 1. And definitely quirky, different, weird. You've got a really strong, confident energy about you. But with the 8 of Cups, you're also kind of hard to figure out. We have coyote and playfulness. Definitely with the Strength card, let's play. It's Leo energy, okay? It says this is a reminder not to take things too seriously and bring more balance between wisdom and playfulness. You might need to lighten up about a matter that has been on your mind for a while. So you make this person feel very playful, and you make them feel very youthful and fun and playful. And you do have an effect on their energy when you're around them. They laugh a lot more. They feel younger. They don't take life as seriously, in a good way though, in a good way. And they like the different sides of you that they see. I feel like you keep them guessing a lot, okay? And yeah, so let's see what else we've got here. We've got no one will ever come between us again. You're all I've ever wanted and my truest friend. Ooh, I like that. Okay, nothing will ever come us, you know, and with the 8 of Cups, if there was like a moment where you felt like the vibe shifted, the energy shifted, or something came in between you and this person, they regret that, I feel, pile number 1. They really do, because, and I also feel like they're like, I should have listened to you about something, or I should have taken your advice on something, or I should have listened to you as well. But what I'm getting here is that you're very playful, you're very fun, and you're very quirky, and you make this person laugh by doing quirky, funny, different things, okay? You may text them funny memes. I'm also seeing the word cheddar. Maybe someone had cheese or liked cheese, or, you know, talking about the cheddar, the money, the moolah. Or I'm also feeling someone could have a pet named Cheddar, which is kind of funny, pile number one. But but I feel like you guys you make this person laugh. You could be sending them funny memes. You could be sending them motivational things to start their day. You know, sarcastic, witty, fun things that kind of make them laugh. And they're saying, you know, when I'm in a bad mood, or when I feel like I don't really want to be around other people, pile number one makes me feel very, makes me feel normal, and makes me feel like, I feel like what they're saying is that you can handle their energy. Two of Pentacles, Eight of Cups. Like, they can be up and down sometimes, I feel like, pile number one. And I feel like you are quirky and different and funny, and you send them funny shit, and you remind them to laugh. And you also have like a very sarcastic side, perhaps, sarcastic and witty side. And this person's like, huh, it's so funny, like getting to know you, talking to you. You're just, yeah, trine and flow, harmonizes. Okay, so trine is a positive aspect in astrology, and it talks about like how they feel about you. And that's very Three of Cups as well, to say that you like ease their transitions. Some people could be going through a transition in their life here, and it's kind of tough. Someone could be going through a transition financially as well, but your quirky, funny attitude, like always, like enriches them, it energizes them. They enjoy it a lot, and they like it because they feel like you support them, and you, some of you may rhyme a lot, or when you're talking, you may have a gift of gab or rhyming or doing funny rhymes or funny poetry, etc. Okay. And like this person is saying that you actually have the strength to hang in there and be super playful, even when they're having a bad day or they're not doing well. You get their emotions, you get their energy, you get kind of how they are, and you kind of roll with the punches is what I feel, pile number one, and you make this person laugh a lot. We have Earth and stability. Yeah, you know, and this is kind of like this person saying you make me feel more stable in life, and you make me feel like, you know, earth element in trine. Somebody here could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but we flow together. And maybe you've got your moon in Capricorn and they've got their moon in Virgo, or you've got your moon in Taurus and they've got their moon in, I don't know, something else, okay? Moon in Aquarius, who knows, all right? Maybe another earth sign, right? Maybe moon in Virgo, moon in Capricorn. So anyway, I'm kind of all over the place, file number one, but you get what I'm working with here. You get what you're working with here. And I feel like this person, they like the flow. They like the energy. They'd like to spend more time with you. They'd like to talk to you more. They'd like to hear more from you. All right. And they feel like even if they need to step away for a while and be on their own for a little bit, Eight of Cups energy, you don't take it offensively like some other people do, and you don't crowd them, and you don't, because you have a really good, strong sense of self-confidence with the Strength card here. You're able to go with the flow and the ups and downs. And so you don't really crowd this person. We have card 38 here. Somebody could be in their 30s or in their later 30s. but you don't crowd this person. You don't make them feel weird or bad for what they need emotionally. You're very cool and very charming, and they like it when you're around. I feel pile number one. They like it when you're around. We have Midas and Miser. So the Midas attribute is somebody who's entrepreneurial and creative and can turn their creative ability can turn anything into gold. Like, you know, saying somebody has the Midas touch. And I feel like you guys could be entrepreneurial as well. Pile number one, maybe you're creative and entrepreneurial, or you've got your own business, or you've got a plan to start your own business. I'm seeing a lot of Oreos here, so I feel like somebody could really be into Oreos. That's kind of funny. But, you know, versus like, you know, I feel there's one person here who's very generous and more risk-taking with money, and is more like, well, what can my money get me? Or how can I expand my money? Or how can I grow my business? And sometimes you have to spend a little to gain a little. And, you know, and then we have somebody who's a little bit more cheap, or more holding on to their money, or is more, and, you know, I feel like maybe you guys have good money coming in, pile number one, with this earth and stability here. It looks like all these coins are kind of going over to you. And then this person, you know, this person may have a fear of losing wealth, or may have like a little bit of a scarcity mentality at times. And they really appreciate your attitude and how you handle money, or how you handle resources. Okay, with the Two of Pentacles, maybe some of you can make $1 go a long way, or you've got, or even if you don't have the most money, you always look good. With the Strength card, you always look very classy, very fun, sexy, playful. Maybe your attitude towards money is more lighthearted, and this person has more worries and fears, etc., about money, materialism, jobs, etc. Okay, and I'm getting here with the Two of Pentacles, somebody could have 2 jobs, or but I feel like you are an energetic person, pile number one, and like you do have stamina with this earth element here. Stable earth energy, a lot of like, maybe some of you are good with money, or you've got a couple jobs and yet you still like are running shit in your life and doing really good. Okay. And something about being around you makes this person feel less lost at sea. And when they're in a mood, or when they're like, don't want to be around other people, they're like, that's cool. I'll be around pile number one. I don't really want to be around these other jamokes, but I'll be around pile number one. Okay. And this person may have a little bit of a loner energy about them at times. And they're like, hey, you know, I want to hang out with pile number one. Yeah. The Empress, who's got that money, honey, who's got that flow. All right. Ooh, wow. And the Empress and the 10 of Swords, okay? So I kind of feel like the Empress is you, and I kind of feel like the 10 of Swords is them a little bit here, okay? And I kind of feel like they're saying, I'm never going to catch up to you, like maybe financially, or like they're saying, I'm never going to quite catch up to where you are. But it's almost kind of funny to them in a way. And we don't, I mean, the 10 of Swords can be kind of, you know, who needs 10 swords if you're going to get stabbed a million times? You know, you just need one. You don't need, it's kind of I know it looks really dark and ominous, but it's kind of a humorous card. And that dark humor of like, what I was talking about earlier about having a dark humor about life, or having a sarcastic, funny, witty energy about life. And I kind of feel like this person is saying, I'm never like probably going to be doing as well as you, pile number one, or I'm never going to like have all the resources that you have, or have all the riches you have, or have all the, like, you know, I also feel like this person, the Empress, is very creative as well. And we see how blessed you are, pile number one, to have such a rich creativity that is within you. And I feel like this person's kind of, I can't really keep up with it, you know, Ten of Swords, like I can't really keep up with it. And of course we have to acknowledge, you know, that mental health can affect things too. Like somebody can just be exhausted and tired and, you know, like not really kind of like wanting to do a whole lot because they're not feeling well, or mentally they're not doing well. But I kind of also feel like when this person is really, really down, or really, really feeling like shit, I feel like, you know, you are very soft and gentle with them. Like with the Empress, you do have a very soft and gentle touch to this person, and you try to like lift them up and tell them, hey, it's gonna be okay. Don't worry, it's gonna be fine. Like, things will get better. And yeah, and so, you know, because the Empress is very like wealthy and very, but not just wealth in money. She's very cordial and pleasant and stable and comfortable. And this person's like, you know, I'm not to where you are, but don't count me down and out yet. You know, things kind of look bad for me right now, but don't count me down and out forever, okay? And I kind of feel like you guys are kind of nudging this person and saying, it's not as bad as you think it is, like it will get better. And I feel like there's something very soft about you in a good way, pile number one. You know, your eyes, there's a softness in them, your care for people who are going through difficult situations. Yeah, so this person, on one hand, I kind of feel, they feel a little defeated because they're like, I'm never going to be like as good as pile number one. I'm never going to be like as, you know, like they kind of put you up on this Empress pedestal, okay? And they're like, I'm never going to be as ready, okay? And the Empress is definitely ready for what comes next in life, like ready to be a mother, ready to be a father, ready to start a business, ready to take the next step on something, where the Ten of Swords is like, I'm not there yet. I'm not like mentally there yet, or I'm not to the point where I'm ready. You know, I kind of feel like crap about myself, or I kind of am in a bad position. So I kind of also feel like this person is saying that they feel like sometimes like they're not ready for things in their life, and that they're always kind of playing catch up to things. But you're one of those really confident people that's like, hey, even if you aren't, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I feel you guys have had your ups and downs as well with things, pile number one, but you've got a good attitude, and I think that's what helps you stay fun and playful, youthful. And this person's like, you know, hey, I really do need your attention and your like softness and gentleness, because sometimes I feel like I'm going nowhere in life, is kind of what I feel like this person is saying. We have the Five of Swords, okay, and we've got the Queen of Cups. You know, and sometimes it's like somebody's telling us everything's going to be okay, everything's going to be fine, don't worry about it. And then, but the other person doesn't really believe it, or the other person's like, it's not okay, it's not going to be fine, it's, you know, it's not going to be okay. But I kind of feel that you're this very calming, fun presence to this person, pile number one, okay? And, you know, there's something about the Queen of Cups that's very motherly, as well as the Empress is very motherly as well. And, you know, somebody like, I kind of feel like a person being very tense with this Five of Swords, being very, very tense about work or an interview or a job or something coming up that this person has, and something in their life is making them very, very tense, okay? And you know, I feel like this person, if you could like give them a kiss and kind of send them on their way and tell them it's gonna be okay, right? Like, you're gonna be fine. Six of Swords, right? We go from the Five of Swords to the Six of Swords, and the Queen of Cups is right in between there. So it's kind of like you kissing this person and saying, have a good day. It's gonna be fine. You'll be all right, okay? And you seem to have this innate knowing that everything is gonna be fine and everything is gonna be all right. And this other person is very, has a lot of stress and tension about some things in their life right now. And you're, I feel like, a bright spot for this person that kind of shows them how to be less mentally stressed about things and how to like relax and be calm and just kind of more go with the flow in life instead of trying to like control everything, you know? And there's something about your energy to this person that's very calming and makes them feel like everything's gonna be okay in life, okay? And even when they're having like a bad day, there's something about you reminds them to chill and relax and just, you know, go with the intuitive flow of how things are happening instead of going around like tense and holding all this tension in one's body. And you know how sometimes people get that line in their forehead when they're kind of like crow's feet on their, well, that's on the side of the eyes, but you know, like the concentration marks on the middle of someone's forehead, how people get those when they're like thinking a lot and concentrating a lot and they've got a lot on their mind. The two little, there'll be like two indents in between the eyes, like a wrinkle there. And maybe somebody here has that, okay? Or is working on getting, you know, I mean, I think Botox gets rid of it, pile number one, but you know what I mean? I kind of feel like this person has those lines and like gets real mentally stressed about things. And you kind of remind this person, hey, it's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. Life is going to life, and it's tough sometimes, but you know, just being around you reminds this person like there's better days ahead. Okay, Queen of Cups, Six of Swords. And I'm brought back to this card right here that says, no one will ever come between us again. You're all I've ever wanted and my truest friend. So this person sees you as a friend as well and sees you as someone that really cares about their well-being and how they're doing. And, you know, if they're like feeling overwhelmed or emotional or this type of thing, like you're a person that's like, hey, it's gonna be all right, okay? Plus you're really funny and attractive. So I would say that this person has feelings for you, pile number one, and they like it when you're around them and when you take care of them in some ways and make them feel better is what I'm seeing, pile number one, okay? So that is what I am getting for you, pile number one. I hope that that reading resonated for you, my loves, and I would love to hear any thoughts, comments, or feedback that you may have on the reading. Thank you so much, pile number one, and take care. Let's move on to pile number two. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and ring the bell. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the Zombie Bride, and today's reading is a pick a card reading called The Effect That You Have on This Person. So pile number two, buckle in, baby, and we're gonna find out the way you make this person feel and also the effect that you're having on them. Let's go ahead and see. For pile number two, Spirit, can you show me the effect pile number two is having on this person, please? What's the effect pile number 2 is having on this person? What is the effect pile number 2 is having on this person for the zombie brides? Okay, let's see here. The Chariot, I like it. Pile number 2. Let's go ahead and see. I'm gonna pull some cards and we'll get started. We have the 7 of Wands. We have the 9 of Pentacles. Ooh, fancy, fancy schmancy. Pile number 2. We've got the Queen of Cups. And, you know, this Queen of Cups is interesting because I feel like it's kind of like, you make me feel like I want to watch a scary movie with you, listen to old music with you, you know, like lay around and cuddle together and listen to music, you know, hug, cuddle, kiss, talk, watch movies together, talk about movies together, talk about, you know, talk about feelings and emotions and things like that, okay? And let's see what else we have here. Oh, we've got Too Cool for You and the Queen of Swords and the Who Can Care Less game, okay? And that's interesting because this is the Too Cool for School and this is the Queen of Cups. And so sometimes I feel like this person thinks that you're like very sassy and very, you know, with the 7 of Wands and the 9 of Pentacles, that you could be a little bit standoffish or maybe hard to get to know at times, but they like, there's 2 sides of you, I feel, pile number 2, with the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Too cool for you, okay? And they feel like there is these 2 energies towards you, and that you like to be with the 9 of Pentacles, that you like successful people, that you like people who have something of value to add to your life because you're a very successful person, and that you're like way different than the person that they were with in the past, okay? That you're a lot tougher and a lot stronger and a lot more independent than the person that they were with in the past. And I kind of feel like they're talking about the past here because they're trying to draw a distinction between kind of what they're used to and the way you are, okay? Because I feel like you guys are like, I don't need anybody, I'm strong, I'm confident, I make my own money, I take care of myself, I look good, you know, and I feel like an ex that they had in the past was very dependent on them and was very like, you know, and I kind of feel like this person couldn't let go of this person in the past. Like they wanted to end the relationship with this person, but they were so dependent on them for protection, for whatever they needed, for things in life, that they feel like they couldn't leave this person in the past because they needed them and they relied on them too much. And I do feel like this person could have put like guilt trips on them too, as well. Okay, with this Queen of Cups energy as well, about leaving and things like that. All right, you're just a very different vibe. You're very independent, mature. You've got your own thing going on. We have Turkey and good news. You may soon receive an important but very unexpected gift. Accept this gift with deep respect. Someone has sacrificed a lot to help open doors, to help you open doors and grow. A lot of things will change for the better, okay? And also for those of you where you've known this person for a while, and I'm describing you in the past, you used to be a lot more independent, a lot more dependent. You used to be kind of hanging on to people, not wanting to let them go, not being that independent. But then now you've turned into like this sassy Queen of Swords who is tough and strong and knows your value and your worth. And, you know, like that you've turned from somebody who is maybe kind of sweeter and naive and things like that into somebody who's more strong, willful, proud, independent, like this type of thing. Okay. And, anyway, and I kind of feel like this person is saying that they want to help you with something, but I also feel like what you're saying is, I don't really need help with anything. I'm good, you know, and that can maybe sometimes breed an energy of somebody, feeling like the other person's ungrateful about something. But anyway, pile number 2, let's see what we've got going on here. Okay, this person is saying, I have a secret fetish that includes you. Can you decode with the pieces that I gave to you? Okay, and I'm seeing a hot blonde here and someone with, you know, some nice sized muscles, all right? And whenever I see this card with this blonde girl, she kind of reminds me of Anna Paquin from True Blood, Sookie from True Blood. And it's kind of like a Bill Compton Sookie kind of an energy here, pile number 2. You know, but this person is saying that they have a secret fetish that involves you. And can you guess what it is? All right. You guys are like, oh, what is it, Natalie? We have the 4th house and roots, family, home, background, comfort, cooking, okay, real estate, habits, somebody's shell, okay? And some of you may have, okay, somebody may have a nice house or a very comfortable home or a very comfortable bed as well, or be really good at cooking or really good at making a nest or a home. And, you know, it's interesting because I feel like this person is saying when we first met, I felt like you really wanted me to come over, and I feel like you really like wanted me to come over and kind of like hug you and snuggle you and protect you and like take care of you, like this type of thing, and snuggle in bed with you and all this kind of stuff. But now it seems like, now it kind of seems like you're different in a way, pile number 2, like you're maybe a little more jaded, or you're like, you know what, I was at one point, Natalie, I was like naive and I did let this person come over whenever they wanted, and I did let them, you know, and I knew all about their fetishes and I knew what they were into and what they liked and what they wanted, and I always made everything how they wanted it. And maybe some of you even, it was even food or other things that you cooked for this person. But I kind of feel like with this Queen of Swords now that this person's got the vibe from you that you're like, I'm not like doing all that stuff for you anymore. And I feel like this person is saying, oh, like you're a sweetheart who like really made me feel comfortable and really made me feel at home with you. And now it's kind of like, kiss my ass, you know? I feel like this 9 of Pentacles is kind of like, kiss my ass. Okay? And a little defensive, maybe. This person says you make them feel like you're being a little defensive. Some of you could have randomly ran into this person when you were walking or going somewhere, and they're like, you've changed. I can tell you're different now. You've moved on. Things are different. You've changed, all this kind of stuff. Okay. I used to feel like I really knew you, or I used to feel like we were really inseparable, and we had all, you know, all these in jokes or all these things. And now I kind of feel like you're like, you know, whatever, like you don't want me, or you're too cool for school. Okay. Now we've got the 5th house and creativity here. Okay. And tapping into your creativity and tapping into, and maybe some of you have upgraded your looks as well. And there's a lot more people who want to date you or are attracted to you. And you've had, like, you know, the 5th house is definitely glow up territory. And, you know, things have shifted. And you're like, yeah, I was once sad or whatever. I'm not hanging on to anything anymore. And I just want to have fun. And, you know, the Queen of Swords in the 5th house is kind of like, I just want to have a casual vibe. I don't really want to get attached to anyone. Okay. And so something is shifted, I feel like here, pile number 2. And, you know, the 5th house is also a house of like game playing, and someone who, and this person may feel like you're playing a game with them a little bit, or that, you know, but I also feel the 5th house is a house of pleasure, and it is a house of, you know, sexuality and pleasure and enjoyment. Okay. And ever since, you know, it's kind of a push-pull thing, because ever since you became like more independent, you don't need them, you're dating other people, you've got your own thing going on. It's like now they are wanting you, and you're like, haha. You're like, is that all it took, Natalie? Is that all that it took, you know, to kind of, and I feel like some of you, especially for those of you that like men, you're kind of like, oh, they're such simple creatures, you know, because you're like, yeah, when I like did everything for them and invited them over and took care of them and stuff like that, they were, you know, they weren't wanting me as much them. It felt like me wanting them more. And now the tables have turned, I feel. Okay? The tables have turned, pile number 2. We have the Alchemist, light attribute, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. Okay? And this is a transformation with the Alchemist that you've been through. You're a lot more like independent, fun, daring, adventurous. The 5th house is very daring and adventurous, up for anything sexually, okay? Versus the Queen of Cups in the 4th house is more like, wants her security and wants to protect her home and wants her security and doesn't want to go out much and doesn't want to do much, and is more emotional, okay? And I kind of feel like there's been a shedding of maybe naive, like wanting to do everything for a person or help a person. And now it's like you've definitely changed. And this person, they're starting to get it. Pile number 2, they are starting to, you know, get it, I feel. And we have here the High Priestess, okay? It's challenging to get to know you now, or it's challenging to be around you now. I don't necessarily, and also I feel like this person is wondering if you were hiding from something from them, or if you were kind of hiding your true self from them. Pile number 2, okay? And I feel like you guys are like, no, Natalie, I wasn't hiding my true self from them. That's not what I was doing. I just, you know, I've changed as a person, and not everybody knows me or understands my motivations or where I'm coming from. And there's a lot of things that you've kept hidden from this person, okay? And this person may feel like you're hiding something from them, all right? And the 4 of Pentacles, Ooh, this is an interesting vibe, okay? Because here's where I feel like things are right now. You and this person may not be speaking, pile number 2. You guys may not be talking right now, or there could just be a veil of mystery surrounding this situation. And maybe you haven't seen this person or talked to them for a little bit, okay? And you've kind of been in their corner, they've kind of been in their corner. And there's a stubbornness I feel going on between you two, because I feel like, you know, they don't necessarily, they think that you're just like off dating other people or off with other people or off having a good time, and that you don't really care about them anymore. So they don't really want to give anything either. Okay. And, at the same time, I feel like there's a reason why you've been keeping your activities a little bit hidden from this person, because I feel like at one point you were very vulnerable with this person and you did share a lot with them, and you did have a lot of, you know, intimate moments or potential intimate moments with this person. And I feel like you've cut that off now. You're like, I'm not sleeping with this person anymore. I'm not sharing everything in my life with this person anymore. I'm not like, you know, giving them the satisfaction of really knowing what's going on in my life right now. Okay. And if they run into you and if they see you, they're going to see you strutting your stuff, looking good with a smile on your face, and you'll say, what's up? Hey, or whatever. But you're not going to reveal much in a conversation, I feel, okay? And this person feels like you're holding something back, or there's something like that things have shifted with this alchemist energy. The irony is I feel like this person really does want to talk to you with this good news turkey. Like they want to tell you about something going on in their life right now. It could be some good news about work, money, that type of thing. All right. But I feel like they're holding everything close to their chest. You're holding everything close to your chest. And I kind of feel like you're both are like kind of blocking each other right now, pile number 2. Okay. And because things have changed, things have shifted. And even if you're not out dating a ton of other people and hooking up with other people and stuff, this person doesn't know that. They think that you're like, you know, too good for them now, or that you've got a too good for them type of an attitude. And like that maybe you were just using them for a good time, and they're like, well, you know, I'm not into that or whatever. And it's like, you guys are like, huh? Like me use you for a good time? Fuck you. You know, I'm sexy. I'm hot. I got my shit going on here. Okay. And so I do feel like there is some anger maybe on your end, pile number 2, upon hearing that. We have Temperance. You know, it's funny when you guys are together, there's a nice vibe there. There's a nice flow, and there's been, and maybe you've been over at their house and they've been over to your house, and nobody's making a move. That's the thing though. That's the thing. And sometimes they feel like they know you really deeply and that you're really like sharing a lot with them and that you're really opening up to them. And then other times they feel like you're not really giving away much and you're not really open, or the walls come up, I feel like, for both of you. We have the 6 of Wands, okay? And we've got the Queen of Pentacles. The thing is I feel you and this person actually, you know, I feel actually you have a lot of fun together, or you have a lot of things in common with Temperance, okay? And I feel like this person is saying, what, you don't like me anymore? And I kind of feel like you guys are saying, it's not that I don't like you. It's not that I don't like think that you're a good person or whatever, or that you're not a whatever, but I'm prioritizing myself right now. And they're trying to get your attention, and you've got your back turned to them, pile number 3 or pile number 2. You've got your back turned to them, and you're just like, you know, that's great that you feel that way, or that you're trying to get my attention, or you're trying to get me to pay attention, but I kind of feel like your walls came up, pile number 2. And this person, I feel like, has been trying to get your attention since your walls have come up, even though now they seem a little salty, or maybe like their pride has been injured a little bit here with this 6 of Wands, with you facing away. It's like, what? You don't want me? I thought this was like a slam dunk. Okay, he looks like he's about ready to slam the basketball. Like, I thought this was a slam dunk. I thought that you wanted me. I'm also getting the energy of somebody helping someone set up their TV or their computer, or set up something with their electronics. And, you know, the other person being like, well, I really appreciate you doing that. That was really nice of you. You know, let me repay you with dinner or something like that. And then it ends up being a lot more of an intimate moment than maybe either of you expected. But then I kind of feel you guys breaking away a little bit and saying, you know what, I'll deal with this situation later. Yes, I know that there's this whole thing going on, but I really want to focus on me right now, and my projects and my work and my hobbies and my interests. And some of you could be having businesses or orders or things that you need to fill as well. And you need to get you need to get to work, or you need to get busy on some things. And I'm also seeing somebody having a swollen hand, or someone having pain in the arms or the hand, and especially a right hand that is swollen for some reason, okay? And maybe needing to try some natural remedies for that. And maybe you guys are really good with tinctures or natural remedies for things, but I am seeing some inflammation in the arms or the hands here, pile number 2. And yeah, I kind of feel like you guys are like, yeah, it's great that you want to like get my attention and everything, but it's kind of not the right time right now. Okay, and this person's like, oh, you're too good for me now, or you're too cool for school now, like, and this person really seeing you as a very classy, put together, sexy, a person they would be proud to be with and to have on their arm if you guys were out like walking around or introducing you to people. I feel like this person would be very proud to kind of introduce you to people. Like you have it going on that way. But I just feel you guys are kind of like, yeah, I'm needing to just focus on myself right now and the things in my life. I can't really like pay attention to you right now. And I do feel this person's kind of a little butthurt over that pile number 2. And they still want to talk to you about their fetishes and what they're into fetish-wise, okay? And I feel at one point you guys would have been like, what is their fetish? Tell me their fetish. Tell me everything. I want to know all their secrets, okay? High Priestess, tell me all their secrets, Natalie. And I kind of feel like now you guys are like, I mean, yeah, maybe, but I feel you guys are kind of like working on other things right now is what I'm getting, pile number 2. All right, so that is what I am getting for you, my loves. I hope that this reading, I hope you enjoyed your reading, my dears. I wish you all the very best and take care now. Let's move on to pile number 3. Okay. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the Punk Rock Bride, and today's reading is called The Effect You Have on Them. And we're gonna look and see what is the effect that my beautiful pile number 3s have on the particular person that you came here for today, my loves. So let's go ahead and take a look at your reading. How does pile number 3 make this person feel, please, Spirit? How does pile number 3 make this person feel? Let's see. How do you make them feel? Actually, what's the effect you have on them? Ooh, the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles came up in the last reading. So let's go ahead and see. That's a good impression. That's making a really good impression on somebody. Almost too good, if you know what I mean, pile number 3. Also, some of you here maybe, you may have your own business, you may have your own money, you've got your own thing going on. You're good with money, you saved money, you're trying to invest in something, and maybe some of you are needing some advice on what to invest in, that type of energy. But the thing is you're good, all right? You're looking good, you're looking classy, you're looking beautiful. I'm seeing somebody like standing and sipping a glass of wine. Maybe you and this person sipped some wine together, or somebody here is into wine or into different types of wine. But let's see, we've got the Lovers, ooh la la, and we've got the Star card. Talk about a powerful impression. And ooh, we've got the Death card. That is intense. Now the Death card is very punk rock. Okay, let's see what else we've got here. Gonna make you sweat. This person, look at this card, pile number 3. This person is looking at everything you are and is like, I'm gonna make you sweat. I'm gonna take you to the limit. Okay, and these are all major arcana cards. So this is kind of a big deal, all right? So meeting you has been a big deal for this person. And they're like, you're just my type of lover. I like the way you think. I like your natural beauty. I like the way you look at the world. Okay, you're very clever. And I feel like this person, with the Death card, like they want to know your secret sexual secrets is what I feel, pile number 3. Okay, and you know, I'm kind of getting that song by Rihanna where it's like good girl gone bad, that type of thing. Okay, but this person's like, ooh, I'm gonna put it down. I'm gonna make you sweat, and I'm gonna turn it up. We have, pile number 3. We've got the Beaver for pile number 3, and that's coming out under the Lovers. You're being told that hard work is important, but so is quality time. The balance between work, play, family, and career must be maintained for overall wholeness and success. Now, of course, the Lovers is about maintaining that balance. But quality time, spending quality time together, this person's like, the next time I see you, I am gonna make you sweat until you drip, okay? And, but it's about finding the time, and it's about finding the, you know, and I'm getting with the Death card and the Star card, I'm getting somebody who gives really good sexual innuendos or has really good comebacks for things, or I'm also getting like naughty texting or talking about, hey, when I see you in the future, this is what I'm gonna do to you. You know, the Death card could be some freaky shit, pile number 3, okay? And you're like, oh boy. But, you know, the Death card is like, I'm gonna do some freaky stuff to you. And I feel like this Star card's like, tell me more, you know, what is it? And curiosity, right? And I feel like as lovers, you and this person are both very curious, and people here may have some alternative views on sexuality or be into some alternative things, okay? And I feel like, you know, with the Lovers though, in this balance card, it's like we get each other, we're on the same level. Like we're both freaks, the Star card and the Death card. Like we're both weirdos, we're both freaks, we're both au naturel. We both like walking around naked. We both like doing whatever for whatever. We both like naughty innuendos. We both like, you know, telling racy jokes. We both like, you know, double entendres and implying like something naughty is going to happen. Like these types of things. Okay, pile number 3. So interesting. And somebody's got, you know, with the Star card and the Death card, somebody's got a dirty mind or a deviant mind when it comes to, you know, sexual things. I just keep coming back to that, pile number 3. But anyway, yeah. Whew. And this here says, the curve of your ass pressed against me so well. I know you're an angel, but you put me through hell. The Death card, okay? And I know you're an angel, but you put me through hell. What did you do, pile number 3? What did you do? We have the second house of assets, the material world, possessions, finance, talent, okay? Yeah, that's very much the 9 of Pentacles. Worthiness, wardrobe, luxuries, credit score, okay? Looking good, you know, spending money to look good. And to dress, like spending money to look good, to dress good, and taking care of your physical body and your physical assets that you have, okay? And this person is looking at your assets and is like, pile number 3. And of course we have Mercury, the mind, the dirty mind, okay? And this person thinking about your assets, what you've got going on. And, you know, this person is pulling her hair. So this person could be into pulling hair and that type of stuff, pile number 3, I'm just saying. But with the Mercury in the mind, somebody's got a lot of ideas about what they want to do to your assets, pile number 3, okay? And pile number 3. We have advocate and, you know, committing to causes for personal gain could be a shadow attribute of an advocate, could be committing to things for personal gain versus advocating for something because it inspires you, you know, and, committing to causes for personal gain. And it may be a little bit of personal gain that this person is thinking about when it comes to this situation. And, you know, I mean, I think for you guys, you have to see something in it for you, to your advantage, for you to step up to the plate on this. Okay, because pile number 3, you've come so far in your life, and some of you have had to be an advocate for yourself your whole life, okay? And maybe there wasn't anybody else to really do that for you. And you've had to be the one to be the advocate for yourself your whole life. And, you know, and security is important to you. Financial security, success, you know, you've had to be the person to stand up for yourself all along. And I also feel that this person thinks that you have a very, you know, naughty mind, dirty mind, all of that, but you're also very stubborn, pile number 3, about how you look at the world or your ideas about things, and that you have, some of you here also, you may donate to causes that inspire you, and you may want to help lift people up who inspire you as well, you know. And the Star card is about that generosity of wanting to be an advocate for things that inspire us, okay? But the Death card with the second house of assets can be somebody who is going after something for personal gain, you know? And I kind of feel a question from you guys is, hey, are you coming after me and are you trying to get with me and be lovers with me and tempt me in the garden with this Lovers card here because you want something from me, or what? Like, do you have an agenda? Are you planning something? And this person's like, oh, I'm planning something, and they're licking their lips and looking at you, and you're like, okay, well, in what way, right? Because, yeah, because if somebody is only going after something for their own personal benefit and what they can get out of it versus something more, then I kind of feel like you guys are like, okay, don't lie to me and don't lie to me about anything. Don't pretend XYZ 1, 2, 3. Just be straight up. Just be honest with me. If you only want one thing, or if you're only going after something because you want one thing, then just be honest with me about it, okay? And I feel there's a lot that you guys bring to the table in a particular situation. And I also feel that there's someone, this person's ex is coming in this reading too. And honestly, I feel like this person has a very bad attitude, knows about you and has a bad attitude towards you, or is very jealous of you, okay? And this person may come with a little baggage, pile number 3 with the Death card. And I do feel like that you're still flirting with this person anyway, okay, pile number 3. But I do feel like there is somebody who, like an ex who is very jealous, who still is very obsessed with this person, who doesn't like the idea of somebody else kind of coming in and fucking with what's theirs, okay? And this ex may be very into material things, or very into money, or very into this person's money, and, and I feel this person that you came here for, they've been trying to make up their mind about the situation, okay? I don't know why, but I just feel, and for those of you where there's no ex, Natalie, there's nothing going on with that, okay, fine. But I am feeling for some people here, I see this person here, there is an ex around who is very financially tied to this person, or wants to be very financially tied to this person, and takes your conversation, Mercury, your conversation with this person as a threat. Okay, pile number 3. So I just have to let you know, they're taking it as a threat. And anyway, and this could be where this person sometimes makes bad decisions with Mercury and Death. Like, I feel this person you came here for, they could make bad decisions because they let their lower regions think for them. And because of that, they get caught up in things with people financially, living with other people, assets, these types of things. They get caught up in business ideas with partners, this type of stuff. They get caught up in these kind of things, and it's hard for them to get out of it, okay? It's hard for them to get out of something like that. And I kind of feel like, pile number 3, that you guys are kind of free birds, okay? And that you're really coming through as the Star card for me. And that you're showing up in this situation as more of the person who's free to do what you want, okay? Where I kind of feel like this person has some things around them that they need to make some decisions about money, about situations from their past, an ex who's obsessed, who's very toxic, or, they've got some things that they need to do and plan and decide. but they're trying to be lovers with you, and they're trying to, you know, strike up this conversation with you, okay? Pile number 3, so that's interesting. We've got the Ace of Cups, okay? And we've, oh, the 6 of Cups, Scorpionic energy. Yeah, I mean, Aquarius, Scorpio here, definitely. Gemini showing up in the reading as well. But this person would like to, this person, the effect that you have on this person is that you remind them of what it is to have compassion, what it is to have love, what it is to have true friendship, what it is to have someone who genuinely cares about you in your life, what it is to have someone who's very generous and selfless and comforting and familiar. And there's a real familiar, even if you two don't know each other that well yet, pile number 3, there's a real familiar energy between you and this person, where they kind of feel like they've known you for a long time, okay? And the effect you have on them is softening their heart and helping, opening them up a little bit, okay? Or opening up a lot. And, you know, opening up a lot, especially for people who overthink and second guess and all that, it can be very nerve-wracking experience. But I feel like this person feels like they're safe with you, or they feel comfortable with you, or they feel this easy, you know, it's the lovers. It's like we get each other, we see each other, we get each other. We feel simpatico to one another, okay? And you make me feel like I want to love again, or you make me feel like I want to be really nice to you and open up my heart to you and be kind to you, okay? And let's see what else we have here, okay? Let's see what else we have here. We've got the 2 of Wands. We've got the 5 of Pentacles. Okay, I feel like this person is saying you make them want to move on from like a time in their life that was much more difficult and challenging, that they'd like to move on from that part of their life, and that they'd like to look in a different direction, that they'd like to access that part of themselves that is brave and courageous and strong and wants to, and I kind of feel like there's fears with the 5 of Pentacles, but they also feel like, well, I can overcome these fears with the 2 of Wands here. It's like, I can overcome these fears that are coming up. We have the High Priestess, and I feel like this person was just with someone who made their lives very miserable or very hard, and they might not have even known why at the time. Somebody who like lied to them a lot about different things. Somebody who like messed with their mind, I kind of feel like, in a way. Pile number 3, okay? This person's like, oh my God, like I need a new beginning. I need away from that energy, and like away, if this person had a house with that person or was somehow like, I feel like this person is like, I need to get away from that. And I feel like this person is saying, I always suspected that this person didn't have my back, or I always suspected that this person didn't have, you know, like was harboring resentment towards me, or I always felt like they never really wanted what was best for me. Okay. And that by them being in my life, it just made my life harder. So I kind of feel like with this 2 of Wands, this person's like, I want to start over. I want something new. I want a new beginning in my life. I don't want to be around negative people anymore, is what I feel like this person is saying. I don't want to be around this old person's negativity anymore. I want something new in my life. Okay. And I want to look forward to something again. Instead of looking back to the past, I want to look forward to something in my life. And I don't want to be around this negativity anymore. And, you know, the thing about this person though, I feel sometimes pile number 3 is, I'm just going to be straight up with you guys. I feel sometimes that this person may blame other people for their problems, or they may sometimes run away from their problems, or not realize that they actually have a, you know, responsibility or a role to play in those problems, okay? And sometimes, you know, when a relationship starts, Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, when it starts, everything's lovely, everything's beautiful, everything's nice and fun, but, you know, real life things come up. Second house, money, assets, you know, real life, job, work, money, you know, these things come up. And I kind of feel like when this person gets bored, or when they're no longer interested sexually, or they may go looking elsewhere for things, okay? And I do feel like this person has had infidelity in their relationships in the past, okay? Whether it was them, whether it was the other person, there's been infidelity. Now, when people are like getting to know each other and everything's all nice and new and exciting, you know, that's lovely, okay? And, but I do feel like this person may have a way of, you know, not accepting responsibility for the things that go wrong in their life, all right? 2 of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, High Priestess, not accepting responsibility for the things that go wrong, and just continue to kind of like try to find their way out of things, trying to find maybe the easy way out, or trying to find the shortcut out of something, okay? And on the other hand, I do feel like this person has gone, maybe they grew up with a mother who was very negative, or they grew up in a home that was very negative, and it did affect their energy, okay? So they are sensitive to that. But at the same time, I feel like when things get heavy, this person sometimes, their interest goes elsewhere, you know? And anyway, pile number 3, that is what I have for you guys today. And I hope that that reading resonated for you, my loves. And I'd love to hear any thoughts, comments, or feedback that you have. Take care.